What's up, cool people? I'm Matt Conroy. Welcome to another game review. So, today I'm reviewing a game called Aaero? The way I really want to pronounce it is Aaero, or something like that. If you're familiar with the video, how German sounds compared to other languages, and they're doing the airplane parts, I think it's like, I don't know, Italian or whatever, where he's like, Aaero. That's how I really want to pronounce this, because the two A's or whatever. And yes, that's the upside down E is actually an A. Like, I can show you right there. A-A-E-R-O. Anyway, now that I've gotten past wondering how to pronounce this thing. So, small game on the whole, but, you know, not bad. So, it's kind of like, Child of Eden. And if you haven't seen my review of that game, go ahead and check that out. But similarly, this game is also rhythm-based. There's just another little extra element to it. The aesthetics, especially the start screen, looks almost more like Race the Sun. So, you could debate that there's a little bit of that mixed in. But anyway, this is going to be interesting trying to explain and play at the same time. Because I don't want to just do the tutorial, because that's boring. I will say right off the bat, the ships, other than your basic one, I think are all just DLC. Like, you have to... I'm pretty sure you have to purchase the other ships. Barring one particular other thing that might unlock them. But I'll get to that later. The settings... basically, how the game controls, generally speaking, is that you use the left stick to move your ship around the screen. You use your right stick to aim at stuff, and right trigger to actually fire at it. So the stuff on the right stick, especially, is what's reminiscent of Child of Eden. I guess, really, the controls are pretty much all the same. But yeah, so I'm gonna hop into this. There's a good chance that there will be some copyright on the music in this game, because at least a couple of the songs in here I know are like very well known. I guess they're technically dubstep, I don't know, but like Bass Cannon from Flux Pavilion is one that a fair number of people would know. I'm gonna go with that song for this video, just so you might have kind of an idea of the music that's going on in the background, even if I have to cut out the audio. So yeah, gonna try that out. So basically, there are enemies that you have to shoot at to try and keep yourself alive, but there's also a track that you need to keep your ship following in order to get the most points. But anyway, let the bass cannon kick it. For those of you who are trying to follow along with the music. So this line, obviously, is what you have to try and follow to bring up your multiplier and get more points that way. All the while avoiding some obstacles. This one's pretty easy to avoid, though, because you've got the arrows that direct you, along with the line guiding you away from those obstacles. So, yeah. Haven't really gotten to the enemy portion of things just yet, but as I said before, right stick is how you aim. And eventually when they show up, you know, I'll be aiming at the enemies, and then right trigger fires the cannon at them. There's also a little thing within the targeting reticle or whatever. It shows you some timing for how to get the optimum points or something out of it. Or maybe even just the strongest thing. I'm usually paying absolutely no attention to that because I'm focused on, like, literally everything else. Nope, come on. Occasionally, I just kind of happen to line it up just right to where, you know, I get the ideal thing. So, some of those red objects off to normally kind of around the edges of the screen will, I guess, kind of, I don't know, they're just collectively referred to as secrets in the game, so I'm wondering if I collect all of those, if that might unlock a ship or something. But yeah, so if you notice the little spinny thing on the targeting reticle, you're supposed to try and get that as close to the top as you can when you're pressing right trigger to, you know, kill the enemies. But like I said, I usually am not paying very much attention to that because I'm too focused on other aspects of what I'm supposed to be doing, like following the line here, or even just hitting the enemies at all and staying alive. You do, on normal mode, get, like 3 lives for each level. So, you know, you're allowed to get hit, but obviously, if you want to get the most points and whatnot, you're not supposed to. And then it'll keep track of your score, and, you know, you earn stars. Those little circle-y disc things that it's showing underneath the star rating off to the right, that's, yeah. Those are the little secret things I mentioned. And I guess there's a grand total of 100 of those in this game. So I have no clue what happens if you get all those. If it's literally just achievement fodder or what. But anyway. So that's pretty much the general idea of how the game works. Other levels are significantly harder than that. There's also multiple modes. I know advanced mode, I literally just played base cannon on advanced mode to get an idea of what it's like once I unlocked that. So advanced mode, it seems like it just has like more enemies and stuff. It's really just, I mean, on the whole, it's more difficult, obviously. But as there's more stuff in it, there are more points to be earned. If you haven't noticed the leaderboard. Master, I really have no clue because I have yet to unlock that. I would need to get all the possible stars in the game before unlocking that. But if I had to take a guess, I would think it's probably advanced mode, but with just 1 life, or something like that. That sounds like a fitting thing to be called master mode. There's also a chill out mode, which basically it doesn't bother keeping track of your score. So it's sort of a free play in that way, and you have infinite lives. So really, if you're looking to get the secrets or whatever from the game, that's probably the best mode to do it in. But yeah, ultimately, that's really all the more there is to explain in terms of how the game works. Just to give you a clue on other stuff in this game, I'm going to play one more song, and I'm going to do it in advanced mode. I have not done this before, so we'll see how it goes. Whoa, that was close. Yeah. They really like to hide some of those secrets sometimes. I do think advanced mode may also be a little harsher on following the line and whether or not that breaks your combo thing. What are those? What are those green things? Are those supposed to be like things that can add to my multiplier or whatever? Whoa, hello. Let's not run into, you know, the... Oh, come on. I was literally just trying to reset myself there. By the way, the stage hazards are, I'm pretty sure, are absolutely no different in advanced mode here than they are on normal. Okay. Apologies for the lack of commentary during all that, but, yeah. I was focused. And, okay, 5 stars, still, somehow. Oh, and I got all the secrets. Sweet. One thing I'm trying to double check on, I think the secrets are shown the same across all, across all game modes. Okay. So yeah, in that case, definitely chill out mode would probably be the best way to try and get all the secrets. Because then you wouldn't have to worry about, you know, losing your lives and trying to get a particular score or something. But anyway, Yeah. Okay. I think that's officially and fully going to do it for this. I think I mentioned other ship options are probably DLC. There may also be a couple other, like, song packs available as DLC, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, I don't think there's really too much else to say about this game. Again, it's short, so I certainly can't say that this game is great or really even very good because of that. Not that short games are bad per se, but, you know, I'm not going to give it an upper tier in terms of, like, you know, scale of 10 ratings or anything, because it would need kind of more content for me to really give it that high of a grade. I mean, for what it is, it's pretty good. I mean, it's challenging enough, but it's not, like, completely unbearable. Especially not on normal or even seemingly advanced mode. No clue about Master, but that seems like a mode that's really only for the diehard completionists anyway. So, yeah, just having that option, I guess, makes it even slightly better, because then the game's not too easy either. But, yeah, I'd say it's solid. So, I mean, look, if I were ignoring the fact that it's short, I'd probably give it somewhere around an 8. But the fact that it's so short and doesn't really have a lot going for it probably bumps it down more to a 7. Again, for what it is, it's pretty good, but it's just, there really should be more to it for it to be a great game, in my mind. So, yeah, not really too much else to say about it. I, as pretty much always, got this for free on Xbox Live Games with Gold. I think that, well, by the time this video gets out there, it won't be one of the current ones. As I'm recording this, I think it is. It was for a part of October, possibly like the whole month. But anyway, I digress. I wouldn't necessarily pay a lot for this because, again, there's not a lot going for it in this game. There's not a lot of content. But a few bucks is probably an okay price for it. And maybe up to 5, I would say. If you're really, really into this kind of game, I guess you could consider paying up to $10 for it, but I really wouldn't go much more than 5, because, again, there's not a lot to it. But what do I know? I barely pay any money for the majority of my games anyway. So, yeah, anyway, I should stop rambling on about that kind of stuff. So, that's gonna do it for this time around. As always, like the video if you enjoyed it, share it with others if you want them to see it. Especially these review kind of games, it's a little more understandable to want to, like, kind of spread the word, let other people know. Especially in regards to smaller games like this. I think in the credits, they even kind of say, like, hey, so we did this with, like, 2 people. So your support is greatly appreciated. So, yeah. If you like the game, spread the word. Anyway, if you want to see more stuff from me, of course, subscribe to my channel and click the bell to get updates. You can also follow my other social media pages. All that info is down in the description. And feel free to leave comments on other games you'd want me to play, or, you know, at least do a review of. Some games are kind of just review material, like this one. Although, It would make for a pretty quick let's play sort of thing, but YouTube on the whole has kind of shifted away from that ish. At least some of the bigger names have, so I don't know. With live streaming being more relevant, that's kind of the general trend. But whatever, I digress again. Train of thought. Anyway, again, that's it. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully, I will see you for the next video, whatever it happens to be. But until then, stay cool, people.